Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hope you are all fine. Welcome to the video lesson. Today we are going to revise our assessment syllabus, and one of the topic is calculation of file size. This topic is from chapter number 1. Activity is 1.16 and it is on page number 34. So let's discuss about the first question which we have in this activity. I have written the values. These values are not similar with the values written in your books. I have changed the values because most of the students were asking that those values are quite big, and as you all know that calculator is not allowed in your paper. So I have chosen some smaller values, and we are going to revise these questions with some smaller values so that you get the concept clear. So if you look at question number 1 in your book, so the values are changed. I have taken 720 by 536 pixels. So let's talk about the formula first. The formula is image resolution multiplied by color depth. So first we have to take the values of image resolution, and those two values are 720 by 536 pixels. Next thing in the formula is color depth. So the color depth given in question is 8 bits, right? So let's take the image resolution from the question, and that is 720 multiplied by 536. So when you will multiply these two values, you will get this answer in pixels. So calculator is not allowed, but you can do the multiplication at the side of the page in your rough work, and then you can write the final value, and the unit with it will be pixels. And let's move to the next step, that is we have to convert this value of pixels into bits, right? So for that we have to see the color depth given in the question. So color depth is 8 bits. So what we are going to do is we are going to multiply this value of pixels with the given color depth in the question. So this value multiply by 8 and you will get this value here, that is in bits. So by multiplying this you will get your value in bits. And next, when we have this value, so we have to convert it from bits into bytes, right? And for that, what we are going to do, we have to multiply this value of bits, we have to divide this value of bits by 8, right? So by doing this, when we will divide it, we will get the value, this one here, that is in bytes. So I have already explained you the whole process, that why we are dividing it with 8 and how we are going to get this value in bytes. So this lecture is for revision purpose. So I'm not going into very much detail because we have done that already. So I'm just going to recall the whole process for you, so that if anything is not clear or missing, so that gets clear, right? So when you have divided the value of bits by 8, so we have this value here, that is in bytes, right? And why we are converting this value of bits into bytes, because we have to show our answer in KB byte here. If you will look at this one, if you look at the question 1 in your book, so there the examiner wants you to convert the value into MB byte, but I have made it a bit easier for you to convert it into KB byte. So as I have already told you that the value of 1 KB byte is equals to 1024. So how we are going to convert this value of bytes into kibibyte? So for that we have to divide this value of bytes with this value of 1 kibibyte. As you can see here in this step, we have divided this value of bytes with the value of 1 kibibyte. So by doing this, we will get the answer in kibibyte, right? So in the question, the examiner wants you to take the values of pixels, the array values, and according to the formula, multiply it with the color depth, that is 8 bits. We have done that. We got the value in bits. Then we have divided that value of bits by 8 because we want to convert it into bytes. And after that, we have to show our final answer in kibibyte. So for that, we have divided this value of bytes with the value of 1 kibibyte here in this step number 6. So that is how we got our answer 366 kibibyte, right? So that is the whole process to find the image size or file size and give your answer in kibibyte or megabyte, right? So let's move to the next question. That is question number 2. And if you look at the question number 2 in your book, so that is also a bit changed. So what I have done here, just like question number 1, I have taken the smaller values, right? So that the multiplication and division process comes easy for you, gets easy for you, right? Because I have told you that no matter what kind of values we are going to get, the method will be the same. Okay, so as we are revising this concept, so I have chosen some smaller values here so that it will become easier for you to understand, right? So here in question number 2, the examiner is saying how many photographs could be stored on 6 GB memory card, right? The examiner has given values in pixels, right? The image resolution and then the color depth. So what we have to do, we have to multiply these two values. First we will multiply the image resolution, the two values, and we will get the one final value, and then we have to multiply that value with the color depth given in the question. So let's start. The formula is same which I have showed you in question number 1. So we have taken the two values and we have multiplied 724 by 520 pixels, right? And the answer which we got here is this one, 376480 pixels. That is the resolution which we got. And after that, as I said, we have to multiply this value with the color depth given in the question, and that is 16. So as you can see, we have multiplied this value with the color depth given in the question, and that is 16 bits. So when you will do the multiplication, you will get this value in bits, 6023680 bits. So these are the bits which we will get after multiplying the image resolution with color depth, right? So next, as you already know that we have to convert this value of bits into bytes. So for that we have to divide the value with 8, and the answer which we are getting here is in bytes. Okay, and I have already told you that it's very important for you to write the units, you can say, with the values. Okay, so after dividing this value of bits with 8, we have got this value here in bytes, right? And after that, what we have to do, we have to show our answer, or we have to tell that how many photographs could be stored on 6 GB memory card or USB or whatever the thing which we have. So let's move forward from bytes. So as I have already told you that 1 KB is equals to 1024, and we have to convert our answer into GB, not KB this time, because in question number 1 we showed the answer in KB. So what we have to do here to convert the answer in GB, we are going to multiply this value of 1 KB twice here. As you can see, 1024 multiplied by 1024. So why we are going to do this? Because by multiplying this 1024 two times with itself, we will get the answer in 1 GB. Okay, the value which you will get after multiplying 1024 two times will be equal to 1 GB, right? So I have told you that you have two options. Either you can learn the value from the table given in page number 32, I think, right? So, or the other option is you can remember the value of 1 KB and you can multiply it twice and you will get the value of 1 GB. So we have to multiply the values twice, and here as you can see I have multiplied this value with 6. Okay, so why I have done this? Because the device, or you can say the thing given here, a memory card that is in 6 GB. Okay, so as we are getting the value of 1 GB here, so when we'll multiply that value with 6, that means we'll get the value of 6 GB. Okay, so that is why there is one thing here which I want to add on, that multiplying this value of 1 KB twice will give you the value of 1 MB, right? So what you have to do, you have to multiply the value 3 times. Okay, so you have to multiply the value 3 times, and by doing this you will get your value of 1 GB. Okay, so here you have to add 1024 again, multiply 3 times and then multiply it with 6, so you will get the value in bytes here. Okay, this value is changed because I have multiplied it twice, but what you have to do, you have to multiply it 3 times, okay, and then multiply it with 6, so you will get your answer in bytes. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to divide these two values, this one here and this one here, these two values in bytes. We are going to divide them here, and we have got this answer 8.35. okay, so when we will round it off, so we can say that 8 photos are going to be saved in 6 GB memory card with this color depth and with this image resolution. Next up we have question number 3. So next we have question number 3, and question number 3 is a little bit different from question number 1 and 2 because in question number 3 what we have to do, we have to use this formula as you can see here, and we have to calculate sound file. You can say that audio is being sampled at the rate of 44.1 kilohertz, 8 bits is given, that is the sample resolution. 2 channels are being used, and there are 2 parts, part A and B of question number 3. In first one you have to calculate the size of 1 second sample in bits, and in part B you have to calculate the size of 30 seconds audio recording in MB. So as you can see, we have this value here, 44.1 kilohertz, but in the formula, it's written that we have to take the sample rate in hertz, right? So what we are going to do for this conversion, first you should know that what is the value of 1 kilohertz in hertz, or how we can convert 1 kilohertz into hertz. So in 1 kilohertz, we have 1000 hertz. So for this conversion of kilohertz into hertz, we will multiply this value of 44.1 with 1000, and by doing this, we will convert our required value in hertz, that is 44,100 hertz. So this is our sample rate. Next we have sample resolution, that is the value given here in bits, right? 8 bits. So we have written it here. Next up, how many channels are being used? 2 channels. So we have written the 3 values here. And next, let's multiply these 2 values. Okay, there is one more value, as you can see here, length of sample in seconds. So this time in seconds will come when we will move to part B. Okay, because in part A we have just 1 second, so there is no need to write 1 here, because it's already understood that as you can see here, we have multiplied the value of bits with 1, so it's same. So what I have done here is I have taken the value sample rate in hertz that was given in kilohertz, so I have converted it into hertz. Then sample resolution, that was given here, 8 bits and 2 channels are being used. So 44,100 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 2, we got this value in bits, and then we have to multiply it with the time, that is 1 second. So after that we have the same value here. Let's talk about part B. So in part B the time given is 30 seconds. So what will we do here? We will multiply this value of bits by 30, and we got this one here. Okay, that is 216800 bits. Now we have to convert the bits into bytes, and for that we have to divide this value by 8, and you got this one here, the value in bytes. And after that, as you have to show the answer, the audio recording in MB-byte, so for that you know the trick. Either you can divide this value of bytes by 1024 2 times, दो दफ़ा divide कर सकते हैं इसको, or you can find out the value here by multiplying 1024 2 times. So the value which you will get, that will be the value of 1 MB-byte, right? So you can find out the value of 1 MB-byte by doing this and directly divide it by this value here, or you can easily divide this value of bytes by 1024 2 times, and by doing this you will get your answer in MB-byte. So the answer of part B is 2.5 MB-byte. Let's move to question number 4, the last question of this activity. And here we have to use that same formula. We have the same things which we have to find. So here, as you can see, the value is already given in hertz, so there is no need to do that conversion from kilohertz to hertz. The sample resolution in this question is 16 bits. Then we have to convert the time, that is given in minutes. So we have to convert it into seconds according to the formula. So we have 3 minutes. If we convert 3 minutes into seconds, so that is equal to 180 seconds, right? Because in 1 minute we have 60 seconds and 30 seconds are also given here. So 180 seconds of 3 minutes plus 30 seconds is equal to 210 seconds, and this 2 is of these 2 channels. So when you will multiply these values, that will be equal to this value here in bits. Then you have to convert the value of bits into bytes, and you have to divide it by 8. Here you have the value in bytes. Then as you have to convert your answer in MB-byte, so for that you have to divide this value of bytes by 1024 2 times. Okay, so this is the value which you have got at the end by dividing this value of bytes by 1024 two times, and at the end what you have to do, you have to see that in 740 maybe byte CD how many songs you can store. So for that you have to divide this value in maybe byte with the value given here in the question. So 740 divided by 35.33 will be equal to this one, 20.94. So when we will round it off this value, so you can say that 21 songs are being stored in 740 maybe byte CD with this much sample rate and sample resolution values. Okay, so I hope this revision lesson will be beneficial for you and all your doubts and queries will be cleared. Thank you so much.